Evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the Bamberg County Board of Trustees meeting. I'm going to call this meeting to order. Today is June 1st, 2026. Can you believe it?
No.
And it is 6 p.m. I'd like to welcome all y'all. Good to see the sheriff. Always here protecting and serving. We appreciate you being here tonight. All right. Next on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's pause for a moment of silence, if you would. Thank y'all. All right, next on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Board members, you got your agenda in your packet, and hopefully you've had an opportunity to review the agenda. What's the pleasure of the board concerning the agenda?
Mr. Porter?
Yes, ma'am.
I move that we accept the agenda for June 1st, 2026 as it is presented.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion from Ms. Hurst. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Ms. Bloom. Thank you. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of approval of the agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, and the agenda is approved. Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes for May 1st, 2026, May 4th, 2026, and May 14th, 2026. Been busy. Again, y'all have had an opportunity to review the minutes of those meetings. What is the pleasure of the board concerning the minutes?
Mr. Porter?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. I move that we accept as presented the minutes from May 1st, 2026, May 4th, 2026, and May 14th, 2026.
Thank you. We have a motion by Ms. Hurst. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Ms. Griffin. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of approval of the minutes for May 1st, May 4th, and May 14th, 2026, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, and those minutes are approved. Next on the agenda is the school reports. Principals, we are so glad that you made it. And we'll go first from Ms. Johnson, or Dr. Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Greetings from Demacola Elementary School. We end the year with 229 students. For the month of May, we had a total of 8 referrals, which is awesome. Our highlights: we are the recipient of 1,500 grand prize winner of the MUSC, which is the Medical University of South Carolina, and the Bowen Center out of Charleston, South Carolina, for children wellness. Spearheaded by Demacola Elementary School nurse Deabney Chisholm, DOE has successfully completed the school wellness checklist in the 2025 and 2026 school year. The purpose of this initiative is to improve children's health through evidence-based strategies for nutrition, physical activities, and social and emotional well-being. Nurse Chisholm had lots and lots of activities planned not only for the students but also for the adults. She did the wellness group for the after-school program. She did the Wellness Wednesday morning announcements. Some of the students read those announcements on Wednesday morning. We had a school garden, a healthy newsletter that was spearheaded by her, and also the teachers had to weigh in every week and lost weight. So she had a lot of different activities, and we won. They came to us out of from Bowen and MUSC and presented Miss Nurse Deb and the Chisholm I guess it was about an 8-foot check. And the students cheered them on, and it was awesome. But that's $1,500 of money that's gonna go to the wellness.
That's great.
So we're
Very
proud of
good.
that.
Congratulations.
And I think that was over the state of South Carolina, we were the winners.
Oh,
Very good, very good.
The Original Six, which is our after-school sponsor, they hosted a My First Library where all pre-K and all pre-kindergarten students receive free books to take home to enhance their home libraries. Also, the Scholastic Book Giveaway, all students pre-K through 5th grade receive 6 Scholastic books for free. They were able to go online and choose the 6 books that interest them. And we gave those out to all those students pre-K through 5th. And we also had a surprise guest appearance. And we all know that Scholastic theme is Clifford, the big red dog. So we had a guest appearance from Clifford. So the students were able to take pictures, and they took their books home, and it was an exciting time to take pictures with them, with Clifford. We also had the spring dance on the 15th, which was very, very well attended. I mean, the students, it was Sunday dress attire. They came dressed up. You would thought it was the high school prom. They was all dressed up, and they looked so nice. And a lot of parents. We had close to 40 parents that came, and then all the students. It was wonderful. The elementary school also hosted the multilingual family night for the district. So we had all of our multilingual families from Bamberg side and Denmark side met at our school, and it was nice to see all of them together with fun games and activities, and everybody just meeting each other. And I stayed through that program also, and I truly enjoyed it. Promotional exercises for our pre-K kindergarten was on the 21st at 9 o'clock, and we also had a 5th grade promotion exercise, and that was the first time that the elementary school has had a 5th grade promotional in years. So that was the first. So it was exciting. It was very good, very good. I enjoyed that also, and it went well. So we're gonna try to plan to have that every year. Summer academic recovery program, which is our summer school, it started today. It's gonna last through the 25th. It's only gonna be Monday through Thursday. We have Fridays off. Class time is 7:45 a.m. to 2:45 p.m. and we have grades pre-K through 3rd. Are there any questions?
Not a question, just a comment. I spoke with the librarian, Miss Darnell, and she reiterated what you said about the kids with the books.
Yes.
She said you should have seen their faces when they had their little arms full with all those books.
Yes,
So I thought
yes.
that's pretty cool.
Yes, Ms. Darnell did a wonderful job. She helped the pre-K and the kindergarten students get online and find their books, and they said, oh, I like that one, I like that one. They were able to choose 6 free books to
That's
take
awesome.
home.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank
Johnson.
you.
Yes, sir.
We're glad that you made it through the year. Another
Yeah.
year.
Oh,
to go.
yes, I enjoyed it.
Yes,
Sure
ma'am.
did. Thank you.
Thanks for all you do.
All right, Mrs. Davis, Mr. Ulmer, you Mrs. Davis tonight.
I'm gonna be Miss Davis and Dr. Simmons tonight.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So for Denmark-Oler Middle School, currently have 127 students enrolled. There were 6 incidences of discipline. Summer awards program participants will be Paige McElveen and Amani Grayton. They will be participating in the South Carolina's Governor's School for Science and Math this summer. Upcoming events on the 29th, laptop distributions for summer school participants. It went home last week. That started today. That is by Apex. It will be virtual. Those teachers are able to go in and kind of cater the lessons to what those students may need. They may have failed a class or may need some help. So it's kind of tailored to each kid as to what they'll be taking this summer. They'll have the entire month of June to complete those lessons. It's an asynchronous program, which means that they're able to do that on their own time. So they don't have to be on at certain times of the day, as long as they get their lessons done and completed and it's done. And they're able to complete the criteria that's set forth for them. If you've got any specific questions for Ms. Davis, I would urge you to reach out to her either by phone or through an email.
Well,
Any questions I can answer?
I just noticed this one goes to the 30th, and the one at the elementary school is a day or two shorter. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. But
No, man, these kids aren't on any buses or anything like that, so it's like I said, it's asynchronous.
So they
These
can
kids can
really
work on the
work hard.
weekends. Well, these kids can work at any time, so they
Okay,
can work on
that's
the
great.
weekends or different
Okay,
school
thank
days. So, like I said, it's asynchronous. It's kind of they have a roadmap set out, and they have to complete those different lessons. And when they're done, if they do it,
did the teachers go over with them before school let out about what they were going to be working on this summer?
I don't know. I can answer that. That'd be a question for Ms. Davis. Any other questions? Okay. Dr. Simmons. Current enrollment before graduation last week it was 169. He has 5 incidences in Power School. There is a sheet attached for preliminary accountability data. We really can't talk about EOC scores simply because they are embargoed through October. But you can see that he does feel like he had some growth, especially with his graduation rate. That has increased, he showed you, over the last 4 years. So you can look through that. If you've got any questions, like I said, I would urge you to reach out to him. A lot of this information, like our school climate and stuff, is to be determined. We just got those results back today. They were sent to me today. So once again, that'll all come out with our school report cards in October 1st is when that's supposed to come out, which is when it was supposed to come out last year too, and it got pushed back to November. So that's preliminary at this point. Report cards have been mailed. We are full in terms of our teachers. We've got, I think there's one left on our for executive session tonight to discuss. Back to school preparations going on. We're starting to get buildings in order for the bug group to start getting cleaning done. And a lot of that equipment was delivered over the last couple of days. They were over today working hard, and they're on schedule to get started and get moving along here in June. So we can get on that too and get that knocked out before school starts back. Any questions that I can answer about
I have no
North High School?
questions, but I'd like to make 2 comments. One, I was real happy to see the photographs, the pictures out of the seniors in Denmark. And also, I really enjoyed and was very impressed with the way that graduation ceremony went. Dr. Simmons had it just like that, and it moved smoothly, and the kids were awesome.
I would like to commend everybody at the high school for all the improvements that were noticed in Biology 1, U.S. History and Constitution, and of course in the graduation rate too. And I was just wondering if there were any comments regarding the other subjects.
We could be more specific about those when we're able to discuss those things at length.
Well, shall I just call him, Dr. Simmons?
That would be better, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Ullman. All right, Miss Edwards, how are you tonight? Good to see you.
Great, how are y'all?
Good.
I'm good.
All right, we ended with 694 students. Our discipline for the month of May was 35 referrals. Let's skip over our achievement real quick and come back to it. Our highlights, Ms. Buss, our art teacher was awarded the Hootie and Blowfish grant for an electric pottery wheel. So we are excited about that for next year. And then our summer reading camp began today. So next is our iReady diagnostic results. I did a comparison from fall to spring just so you can see the growth. And if you'll notice in reading, I'm not going to go over every single number because you have it in front of you, but we increased the number of students on or above grade level at every grade level in reading. We reduced the number of students 3 or more grade levels below at every grade level. And while the number of students who are 2 or more grade levels increased in 4th grade, I feel that's because those students moved to that category from the 3 or more grade levels below. Same thing in math. For the first time, we increased the number of students on or above grade level at every grade level. We reduced the number of students 2 or more grade levels behind at every grade level, as well as reducing the number of students 3 or more grade levels below at every grade level except for 6th grade. And while the number of students increased in 3rd, 5th, and 6th, for those students 1 or more grade levels below, I feel, again, that's because those students who were 3 grade levels below and 2 grade levels below are now only 1 grade level below.
I would just like to say, this is wonderful, congratulations.
Yes, it is. Good job.
And all the teachers who work so hard and the students.
Any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Miller, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I am happy to be here. I'm happy to be anywhere.
Happy to be.
Well, greetings from the middle school. Our current enrollment is 175 students, and you have the May discipline report in front of you. Our student achievement data, we took the SC Ready May the 5th through the 12th, and we do have some preliminary scores. However, those scores are embargoed. We're still waiting on some preliminary math scores, and we'll be using that preliminary data in the coming months to plan for the fall. Other highlights, we celebrated all of our staff during Teacher Appreciation Week, May the 5th through the 8th. We ate almost every day and gained about 10 pounds.
Good thing y'all didn't have to weigh in.
We wouldn't have been able to do it. Also, it was Nurse Appreciation Week, School Nurse Appreciation Week on the 6th, and I have a wonderful school nurse, Michelle Kinsey. We celebrated and honored her. We had our BE dancers and our Raider Regiment come and perform during the Gifted and Talented Tour that was on May the 8th. Both organizations did a fabulous job. And then we held the Spring Fling, and Miss Bloom came, and we all put boots on the ground. That was held on May the 15th, and our Spring Fling Queen was Hayden Adams, and our Spring Fling King was Kayron Keat, both of the 8th grade. Our end of the year awards program was last Thursday, and several of our board members attended, and just thank you for your support. We appreciate it. And we have some very good news. Bamberg Earhart Middle School received $3,334 from the Hootie in the Blowfish grant. And we will be selecting a artist in residence to come work with our students, and we're going to paint a mural somewhere.
Very good.
And then upcoming events, Summer Recovery, also known as Summer School, began today. And we go today through June the 25th, Monday through Thursday, from the hours of 8 to 12. And that concludes my report.
Are there any questions for Ms. Miller?
Just wanted to make a comment. The Spring Fling, I had fun. The students were well behaved. They went all out with decorations for the kids, and better not call them kids, the students. And they were dressed like it was prom time. I mean, they were, and the teachers that were there were getting involved with the students as far as, having a good time as well. And thank you for the invitation. I enjoyed it, and that's all I have to say. It was just good. It was just a good time.
I'd also like to just say that, I feel like the middle school hands down does like one of the best jobs with your reward ceremonies. The students are always very just congratulatory of the other students for all of their achievements and stuff. And so you guys do just a really good job with all the teachers that are there to support the students and give their congratulations, and all the parents that show up and everything. So it's just really well done all around.
Thank you for your encouragement. We appreciate it. And Ms. Griffin, thank you. Saw where you posted something in the Bamberg County Forum, and it was received. Thank you. I'm also here for Mr. Smith.
Okay, great.
Greetings from the high school. He currently has 364 students enrolled. You see his discipline report. His student achievement, EOC tests are complete. However, those scores are embargoed as well. And some past highlights, he had senior awards night was held on May the 26th. And during that awards program, over 80 students were awarded for EOC excellence. Upcoming past events, graduation was held on May the 28th. And if you have any questions for Mr. Smith, his contact information is at the bottom of his report. And this concludes his report.
Principals, I would just want to tell you, I know you have to work all summer, but I'm glad that you made it through the regular school year. It's a tough job. Everybody thinks that a principal just walks around with a walkie-talkie, but I know better because I've been in your shoes. And I know you have to work, but try to get some rest. Try to get a vacation sometime before the start of school because we don't want y'all falling out during the school year. But thank y'all for what y'all do.
Yeah, definitely. So,
All right, next on the agenda is the truancy report and update from Ms. Robinson Crosby. Good to see you, Ms. Robinson Crosby. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. It's good to be seen.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to do the truancy report. This year has been an improvement for truancy in Bamberg County School District. As of 5/27/2026, the actual number of students considered truant in the compliance report are as follows, and you have the numbers broken down for each school. These numbers include students who have withdrawn but were considered truant before withdrawing. As you can see, truancy is slowly but surely decreasing. Issues that contributed to truancy, such as lack of transportation, lack of medical insurance, family dynamics, and mental health issues, are being addressed through various resources that the district has made available. I also commend the administrators and attendance personnel for staying on top of the attendance and excuses. And as Ms. Hurst has put together, and I'm sure she passed out to you all the percentages, and you can see the decrease in the percentages for a district level of 1,758 students. Our truancy is at 8.30%. So we're going down. Any questions, any comments?
I'll just say this publicly, if you don't mind, but it's very upsetting to me to hear that there might be some medical needs that cannot be met through the normal ways. And I know that all of us have financial issues, but there might be some churches that could make some contributions. And I would just ask if you would please let it be known if there's like a need for a pair of glasses or a need for, I don't know, whatever, you know.
Our district social worker, he does a lot of that.
Okay.
He does go out and solicit to our businesses and to our churches. There are some churches that have donated and have given, and there are various resources that he has for eyeglasses that it only costs parents $5 to make the purchase, as long as they have an updated prescription.
That's incredible. Thank you for doing all that.
Okay.
You
Any
and
other
Mr.
questions?
Washington.
Thank you.
I think you're doing an excellent job. Also, your assistants at the schools, to see this kind of an improvement of the truancy numbers going down, and my hope is that this year has ended on a good note, and that the beginning of the next school year will begin on a good note as well. And appreciate everything that all of y'all do, all of you teachers, the staff, the principals, as well as you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next on our agenda is the athletic report. I can't believe that we're decided he was gonna get you to do this?
I was athletic many years ago.
Oh, I know that,
Well, I'm here to represent Mr. Robert William in our athletic department, and he would like to congratulate the Bamberg Earhart girls track team on winning their second consecutive state championship. He would like to also congratulate the BE golf team on being the state runner-up. As a whole, our athletic department finished the year with 9 region championships, 1 state runner-up, and 2 state championships. Fall teams for next school year have already started their workouts in preparation for their upcoming seasons. And we have baseball and tennis kids camps going on this week, along with wrestling and volleyball camps next week in Bamberg. This concludes his report.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all those teams.
Yes, that's 3 state championships within a school year or
Within
calendar year?
Within 2 school years.
2. I was
That
counting
is awesome.
Denmark Golders basketball. Good job. All right, Mr. Ulmer, next on the agenda is the student staff recognition and superintendent's report.
Yes, sir. I would like to take a minute and recognize and congratulate all of our athletic teams for an outstanding year. I'd like to recognize the Bamberg Earhart girls track team for winning the state championship, as well as the Bamberg Earhart golf team for earning state runner-up awards or honors for the state golf tournament, which we just spoke about. Lots of good things going on in Bamberg County School District, athletically and academically. So we're proud of all of that. And updating the board on the BUD group, which is the group that we have moved to with our custodians. We've had several meetings since entering into negotiations with the BUD group. We continue to move in a positive direction with those negotiations. They actually began working today, although we've had people in the BUD group in this building here for almost 2 weeks now, on the phone, ordering supplies around the school buildings, kind of getting the lay of the land. I went over today to the high school, which is a lot of things is getting dropped off at Bamberg High School. We have a shop, a roll-up door. They're able to drop ship things there, get things in so they can put it together. There's all kinds of machines and tools and all kind of cleaning supplies going on in there right now that they were actually putting together today too. So they're on their own schedule. They're actually scheduled to have 2 meetings with custodians this week to start training for next year and have discussions about what next year looks like. So they're in the buildings. They're started the deep cleans. They will start in Bamberg High School and they will progress to the district. That will be entirely BUD group employees. That will not be our employees yet. That will be people that they have brought in that's already trained under them. We will have custodians that will be in the buildings to be able to help. We'll also have custodians that will be using days that they have accumulated so that they won't lose them when things roll over. Total district enrollment as of May 27th was 1,758 students. I would like to discuss our EOC scores, and this is not in your little, but EOC scores have been embargoed through October the 1st. October the 1st is when we generally see our school report cards as well. So if we get those on time, and like I said earlier, I laughed about it earlier, last year it was November, middle of November before we got school report cards. So the State Department is saying that they've got everything together and they're checking things now, double checking things now twice and all that kind of good stuff. So they're hoping that when October 1 rolls around that everything will be current and up to date and correct. I'd also like to thank all the administrators and teachers that were involved in all of the end of the year awards programs and banquets and the graduations. Everything I went to was well attended. Our students were well behaved. Our parents were well behaved. And I would like to thank all of those involved for the hard work they put in this entire year. It has been what seems like a long year, but it seems like it just started. But it's it's a tough, grueling year, and the springs are tough, and our administrators and our teachers, they really have to put in the work during this time of year, and I appreciate all that they have done. So once again, I would like to thank them. And also, I had a conversation before this meeting started, and I would just like to remind everybody about the summer lunch program that's going on from June 1st through June 25th, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Those pickup sites are Denmark School Cafeteria on the elementary side, Richard Carroll Elementary School, Bamberg Art Middle School. Those lunches are provided free of charge to all children 18 years of age and under, and they may only be picked up by the student and or their guardian or parent. Okay, Ms. Karen Williams, who is our food service director, if you know of a church or of a community center where you may live that may be interested in hosting a site, please contact Ms. Karen Williams and see if we can get that worked in so we can reach out in other areas as well. Okay. All right. That concludes my superintendent's report. Does anybody have any questions about any things that I've discussed?
I just have a clarification question. When you mentioned negotiations with the Bud Group are still ongoing, is
Okay.
that referring to personnel placement
Some of the
specifically?
personnel that we had discussed trying to keep as Bamberg County School District employees decided they wanted to retire.
Okay,
So it may be that those employees chose to retire rather than retire and be rehired.
okay. So it's mostly the personnel?
Right, just personnel.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
correct.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And, excuse me, to follow up on that question, please, were most of the current employees very interested in continuing, except for those that retired? I mean, was there a good number?
I think that the overall majority of them, it actually puts them in a better place financially, and I think they were excited about the opportunity of us moving to an outside group.
That's great.
So, the conversations we've had,
Right.
and we've met with all of them individually. We met with them and discussed what that looks like financially, what it looks like, if they wanted to retire, what it would look like if they retired, if they stayed with us as a Bamberg County School District employee. There were several that we were interested in trying just to keep until they were able to retire with their full retirement. We discussed what that would look like, what it would look like if they pulled money out. So that they just went through, Ms. Kim Johnson, who's our retirement person here, kind of went through all those scenarios with them so they could make an informed decision. So
That's great, thank you.
we try to be very transparent with them as to what it looks like.
Thank you, Mr. Ullman. We have the Bamberg County Sheriff with us tonight, and Sheriff Bamberg, I want to follow up on his comment. I was very glad to see the law enforcement present at both Demarcoa and Bamberg Earhart's graduation ceremonies. And I want to tell you how much we appreciate them being present. We didn't need them to do much, but just be present. And sometimes that's what you need. But unfortunately, in this day and time, that's sort of a requirement nowadays, is that you have security like that. I can remember way back in the late 80s and the early 90s, you go have graduation and everybody behaved themselves and you didn't have anybody but maybe the local policeman down there. But we do appreciate y'all being present, and I wanted to publicly say that to you. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is requests for out-of-state and overnight field trips. Bamberg Earhart High School ROTC, June 5th through June 11th to the JROTC Cadet Leadership Academy. Bamberg Earhart High School football team, the UNC campus tour and tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina, June 19th through 21st. Professional development request for the National Association of Agricultural Education Region 5 Conference in Wilmington, June 28th through July 1st. Bamberg Earhart's volleyball team, volleyball camp at Wofford College in Spartanburg, July 13th through 15th. And a professional development request, the ACTE National Conference in New Orleans, December 2nd through December 6th. Mr. Ulmer.
Yes, sir. Before you tonight, we have multiple requests for out-of-state overnight trips. 3 of those being student trips, and 2 of those actually being professional development. The first one you have is Bamberg Area High School. That JROTC program would like to go to Fort Jackson. That is from the 5th of June until the 11th of June. They will be taking a school bus. There's 16 cadets. The cost is $25 per student. That money is being raised by students and paid for by students. Major McDonald and Sergeant Major London will be our chaperones on that trip. The second request we have is Bamberg Area High School's football team to Charlotte and Rock Hill for a 7-on-7 tournament and a UNC campus tour. That will take place on June 19th and June 21st. School district bus, 24 students, paid for in full by a private party. Coaches will be chaperones. The third overnight trip or professional, was the first professional development request, but the third request is by Miss Bailey Varnado, who's the ag teacher at Denmark High School. She's requesting to go to a training in Wilmington, North Carolina from June 28th to July 1st. That money is being paid for out of Title II funds. The next request is the Bamberg Area High School volleyball team. They would like to attend the Wofford College volleyball camp on July the 13th through the 15th. There are 12 students going. $265 per student. Those funds have been raised by the students and by the PTO, not PTO, but athletic parent organization. Baron Mixon, Jordan Griffin, and Erica Glover. Those coaches will be going with those groups of girls. All right, and the last request, this is for professional development by Miss Kathy Summers, who is one of our CTE teachers. She is requesting to go to New Orleans from December the 2nd through the 6th. Obviously, this is an overnight event for the ACTE National Conference. Those monies will be paid for by through a grant. So those are the 5 requests that I have. 3 being overnight trips for students, out-of-state trips for students, and 2 being professional development requests by teachers.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ullman. All right, members of the board, you've heard the recommendation from the administration concerning these out-of-state overnight field trips and professional development requests. What is the pleasure of the board concerning these requests?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion that we accept the out-of-state overnight trips for A through E.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion?
Question on the overnight paperwork for the football team. The names of the chaperones are not on there. Which we, I know you said it was going to be the coaches, but I know we need to make sure that all paperwork is filled out, and that's one of the areas that is not filled out. And I know it's probably just an oversight on them.
Okay, get that added.
Any other questions, any other discussion? All right, all those in favor of approving these requests, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, next on the agenda is our monthly financial report. Ms. Furr, love the specs. I love them, yeah.
So the conference committee goes back into a meeting tomorrow. So they sent us out something so we could watch the link. If any of y'all want to watch the link, just tell me and I'll send out the actual link to it. So that's going back into session tomorrow. So hopefully they won't take that long, but you never know. With the legislators, it could be tomorrow or it could be a month. I don't know a month, but it could be a while. You have your financial reports in there. We also need to schedule a work session. Talking to, at least the office staff, next week is the best week for all of us, that have to attend. So if y'all could look at your calendars, y'all can look whenever and just let me know. We just need to try to do next week. Which is like, I think the 8th through the 11th.
Yes.
So y'all can do that. If you have any questions about your report, I'll be happy to answer them.
All right, let's take them one at a time. Do we have any questions from Ms. Furr concerning the, financial report?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Furr, I felt that there were quite a few expenses for repairs, and I was wondering if it's common for certain things to have a certain lifespan, and maybe after a certain number of years they break down, or if people try to order stuff for their departments so that they'll be ready to go when the fall starts. Is that?
Well, it varies. So air conditioning units are a problem all year long. We cannot get away from air conditioning issues, have not been able to get away from them since we moved into the building in Denmark and since we moved into the elementary school in Bamberg. The Marbury units that they put into both those buildings, they're not good. Would you say they're not great? They're not great units, and they constantly have issues. Sometimes, yes, they wait to the end of the year to get their stuff repaired so that they will be ready for the fall when we start back to school. You have to kind of give me a specific person we're paying. We pay several people for repairs.
Well,
Our
it just seemed like
plumber's
there
been
were a lot
around
of
a lot, I will say that. We've had a lot of toilets backing up. We've had a lot of toilets being stuffed with stuff that we have to get fixed. We've had some being broken that we have to repair. So, I mean, it's a wide variety of things.
It did seem like there was a lot of maintenance, sort of across the board, you know.
And that could be just, I know we had a big air conditioner repair this time. I know we had a big one, so.
Okay. I was wondering also, on the budget, do you differentiate, I know that after a substitute has worked a certain number of days, there's a change in how much they're paid. And then does that become like a substitute salary as opposed to substitute
No,
pay?
it's still substitute pay. Does not matter.
Doesn't matter
if
how it's
they
worded.
were 1 day or 50 days. They all stay in substitute pay because they're still substitutes.
Okay,
They just go from regular substitutes to long-term substitutes.
Okay,
It
because
doesn't-
sometimes I think it might have said substitute salary.
It may say that just because that's how we write the,
That wasn't like earning a special master's
no.
degree.
All
right.
It just may be the way it was typed in. It may be sub-salaries
Right.
versus sub-pay.
Okay. And I noticed that there were some salaries too, that, you had told me one time that everything doesn't always, there's always different places that things on the budget can appear. But for example, at Demerkel Elementary, there was a deficit of salaries, and am I just,
So the way it works is you may have a deficit here and you'll have an overage here, and
Yes.
it really kind of washes itself out.
okay, so it's okay, don't
Yes,
panic.
Don't panic yet.
And I noticed the board, the amount you had to spend for the board was a little,
Travel salaries, which,
I think it was salary, it's on the page, it's on one of those first pages. I don't, of course, have my notes, but. Oh, and pupil service salaries.
transportation.
Well, just, if it says pupil service salaries, who is,
What page?
okay, that's
And
on,
then just tell me the account number.
100, 271, 110.
That's
Yeah.
athletic stipends.
That's athletic? Oh, okay, thank you.
You're fine.
Okay. I'm very sorry. Okay, and you told me this before, and I apologize, but I cannot remember. There's something, and then it says P/S. Like, for example, on page 14, it says security P/.
Purchase services.
What?
Purchase services.
Purchase
So it
service.
says security/purchase
Yeah.
services. So, we have to pay for the resource officers. We
Right.
pay the city of Bamberg for the resource officer at Richard Carroll Elementary School and the resource officer at Bamberg High School. Because if you had a resource officer before the state provided one, or the cops provided one, then you had to pay that one. You couldn't put it in a grant.
Right, okay.
So you still have to pay those.
But
And
there are some
Then
other,
we also pay, like for graduation, they're paid through purchase services because it's just a flat amount. It's not like an hourly rate, it's an agreed upon amount.
Okay, I found the one about the board members' salaries. It's on page 9 of 15. It's the third one from the bottom. I
It
didn't,
shouldn't be over, but I can look at it. Something might just be coded wrong.
well, okay,
I will look at it.
thank you. I mean, I was just curious because,
Unfortunately, we can make mistakes, unfortunately.
Well, I don't-
So there could just be some posting error.
okay, because I was worried because, you know,
No, no.
okay.
Y'all get paid what you're supposed to get.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
I had a couple of questions. Mine are not about big expenses, just I need to understand what they
That's
are.
fine, that's fine.
Mommy exercise,
Okay, so Bamberg County First Steps, we are the fiscal agent, which means we pay their bills, we bill First Steps. Now, salaries and fringe, we used to pay, but the state decided that they were gonna take First Steps kind of back under their wing, so they pay the salaries and fringe. Because they had some that were doing state retirement, some that were not doing state retirement, so they kind of wanted to bring them back under the same umbrella, so every First Steps group was being paid the same way. So we got rid of the salaries and fringe, but we still pay for expenses that they incur, and then we bill First Steps for them. So they do a mommy size. What that is, I assume that's bringing people in and doing exercise. I don't know, I don't go to mommy size. But they do all kind of things, where it kind of gives the mothers time without the children. So they'll provide like childcare while the mothers get to do the mommy size, and then they do lunch for them. They provide a lot of services to the students or to the children. And these are children before school age. And they go out into the homes and do home visits. They do the angels at Christmas. And then they do like the things for the mothers.
okay. Another similar one is, rent. There was something about rent in Denmark. There was a person's name, and I don't want to say that person's name out. 'Cause-
Okay, so we pay the rent for our international teachers, and then we take it out of their paychecks. Because when they get to this country, they don't have credit. They don't have people, it's been very hard. We're in Bamberg. Columbia may be different, Charleston may be different. They may not have this issue, but around here, it's more who knows who. So we just decided it was easier to us to pay the rent, and we just deduct it back out of their paycheck. So most likely that was probably somebody we paid.
Okay. And one other one, which I've never heard of, maybe I should check it out. Notorious Catering. See, Chuckle.
I've never even heard of it. But anyway, so, that is Mr. Norris Williams. So when he retired from being a deputy, he went into the catering business.
Okay.
And so he caters. So First Steps hired him to cater one of their events. And he also, he does big caters. So he doesn't really do a lot of small things. But he also, only for our high school and a few other things, he brings a food truck. So the high school did like Pelicans, his truck, and one other truck for like the last couple of days of school, or one day during the last week of school, and the kids could buy from those different trucks and have a meal, and it was really good. So
That's
I
fine,
love
it just,
his
the
truck.
name was kind of catchy, you know,
Yeah,
Notorious.
that's who that is. Yes,
Okay,
that is who that
thank
is.
you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry, I do have one more question. It's about the encumbrances. I noticed this time we do have a few encumbrances.
That is probably just orders that have been placed that have not come in.
That's what I
They'll be
figured.
encumbered until
Thank
they
you.
are here and we pay for them.
Because I don't think we've had that before. that
You'll
I
see
remember.
encumbrances now at the end of the year.
Oh,
Because we're
okay.
encumbering things. yeah.
End of year.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Any other questions? board members, I'd encourage y'all, when y'all are reviewing y'all's board packet and you review the financial report, that you give Ms. Furr a call and ask these questions. Just to save a little bit of time
Okay.
for the board. All right, budget workshop. I know everybody's running around vacation and stuff like that, and I've got some things coming up. And really next week, we need to do it sooner than later. But how about,
How about the 10th?
is that,
That's a Wednesday.
I was thinking more Monday. Could we do it Monday?
I'm sorry, I can't, I have an appointment in Aiken.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be out of state, doctor's appointment. 8th and 9th, I'm sorry.
How about the 9th? Will you be back on Tuesday?
I'll be back on Tuesday, but I won't get finished up my doctor's appointment till like 2 o'clock, and it's coming all out of Charlotte.
You have a major.
Okay, do 9th.
All right, how about Wednesday, the 10th?
Okay.
All right, what time do y'all wanna do it? I know, I don't wanna,
Can you come, Tom?
how long are we talking about, Ms. Furr?
As I say every time,
Okay,
I will have as much for you as I can have, and then it's going to be up to y'all. I'll give it to you, and then.
okay. Well,
Y'all
if we
stay
have,
in the room.
if we have to bring cots, we'll bring cots.
Just bring God. We can just leave in the chairs, you know.
Is 6 o'clock okay with y'all? I know y'all have to work on a working day. I don't want to take y'all from work any more than I have to. 6 o'clock on Wednesday?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am?
I will be out of town all of next week in Arizona,
Okay.
so I don't know if we can Zoom that one or not.
I'm sure we could, Miss Coker.
Okay,
Ricky's nodding his head that we can Zoom it. We just got to make sure it's on the right time. So, because you're gonna be, you're just a world traveler. I admire you.
I'm going out of town. I will try to be back in time, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, as long as we have a quorum, not everybody's gonna be, I know that not everybody's gonna be there, but I know that we keep putting this off, and we're gonna end up, and we're gonna be in July. So 6 o'clock good with y'all on Wednesday? Now, Ms. Furr, let me ask you this while I've got you there and you're standing up. All right. So, when do we have, are we still, the budget has to be done by July 1st, yes or no?
You
Okay.
want a continuing resolution until the state passes the budget.
Okay.
You pass the continuing resolution at the May meeting, and we have the attorney here so she can
Right.
correct me if I say anything wrong. So you pass that continuing resolution, so you are acting on that until a budget is passed.
Okay, say the legislature is really motivated. I mean, they drank their coffee and they're wide awake come tomorrow. And they pass it before June 30th, then what kind of situation we're in?
Well, if they pass it before June 30th, we just gotta get it done, right? So we just have to really push to get it
Okay.
done. We may have to have several meetings. If not, I think we've done that before. We finished it in June, and at the July meeting, we did the public hearing and the
Right,
final reading
okay.
on the budget.
Okay, all right, sounds good to me.
Because our meetings are like the first Monday, so you would be
Right,
right there.
and our legal counsel's good with that? Okay,
I didn't know where y'all were with your whole budget
Okay.
process.
all right, sounds,
Did you have to have the public hearings?
yes,
We usually have that before the board meeting.
sounds fine, okay. All right, in regards to the, financial report, what's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Porter, I move that we accept the financial report as presented by Ms. Furr today on June 1st,
All right,
2026.
thank you, we have a motion from Ms. Hurst, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second from Ms. Griffin. Any discussion? If not, all those for approval of the financial report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, and the financial report's approved. All right, next on the agenda is monthly comments. We have nobody that has signed up for comments. So next on the agenda is executive session to accept legal advice in relation to superintendent evaluation and contract for the 26-27 school year, to discuss employment personnel matters related to recommendation for hire, recommendations for resignation, and to discuss matters related to release of students. What is the pleasure of the board concerning going into executive session?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss items A through C as you just relayed.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion from Ms. Eccles. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Ms. Bloom. All those in favor of going into executive session, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hear none, we are going to enter executive session. All right, members of the board, I'll entertain a motion to go out of executive session and enter into open session.
Mr. Porter,
Yes, ma'am.
at this time, I recommend that we go out of executive session and re-enter the open session.
Thank you. We have a motion by Ms. Hurst. Do I have a second? I have a second by Ms. Eccles. Thank you. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of entering open session signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we are in open session. All right, members of the board, I will entertain motions for actions in executive session.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion that we accept the employee personnel matters related to, the personnel recommendations for hire, A through D, and the personnel recommendations for resignation, A, and that we also approve the release of students 1 through 14.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion by Ms. Eccles. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Ms. Bloom and Ms. Griffin. Thank you for that. Any discussion? Not all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. And those are approved. All right, board member comments. Who did I start with last time? I think that's Ms. Bloom. What's going on?
Just want to congratulate the students, staff, and principals, also the bus drivers on the end of the school year, having a good end to it. Congratulations to all the graduates. One step forward at a time. And just hoping that everybody has a good June and that keep studying in these courses that some of you are taking during the springtime. Take them as seriously as you do your other studies during the school year, and that's all.
Thank you, Ms. Bunch.
Yeah, congratulations on the end of a great school year. Enjoy your summer. Don't forget the summer lunch program for the month of June. If you're a student, you have access to that this summer. And we wish you, students, teachers, admin, everybody, the best.
Thank you, Ms. Bunch. Ms. Bamberg?
Just want to say thank you to all the administrators, teachers, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, everyone that made the school year a success. To all the students, congratulations. Those that were promoted in the lower grades, and to all of our graduates, continued success in your future endeavors. Have a safe summer, get plenty of rest, and come back in August fired up and ready to go.
Yes,
Good job. Ms. Griffin?
I'd just like to say I'm proud of all you graduates. You knew what you needed to do and you did it, and now all kinds of doors are gonna go open to you. So you take that step forward. To all of you who had a good year working towards your own goals, that's wonderful. I hope that you'll continue to be encouraged by family and your teachers and so forth. But I'd like to give a special shout out to those ROTC people. You all showed up, you looked awesome for the different ceremonies. You got a bright future. Thank you, teachers, administrators, all those supporters.
Thank you, Ms. Griffin. Ms. Eccles?
Yeah, just thank you to all the teachers, all the administrators, all the staff, everyone who does just tirelessly works to help our students be successful. Congratulations to all the students on their promotions, and to all the to the class of 2026. May you be successful in whatever your future endeavors are. And congratulations to all our teams that did so well this year. And everyone, please, please, please have a restful and safe summer.
Thank you. Ms. Coker?
All right, I'd just like to second all the comments that board members have already stated, but I would also like to mention the junior ROTC programs in Denmark and Bamberg. Those students do a magnificent job, and I'm just so proud of them. And, you know, they work hard, and they deserve a lot of recognition, I think.
Thank you, Ms. Coker.
Everybody have a nice summer.
Thank you, Ms. Coker. Ms. Hurst?
Thank you. I agree with my colleagues that many congratulations are in order for the entire school family. I think it was basically a really successful year. We noted some great academic progress in certain areas, which I'm so proud of. Thank you all for the hard work, everybody that contributed, which was everybody involved here, adult or student. Congratulations to the sporting event participants, and please have a safe summer, and please, it's a good idea if you could try to learn something along the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Every day.
Ms. Sanders Govan?
I just want to thank everybody for what they've done in the district, the different roles. Congratulations to all of the graduates at your different levels, promotions, graduations. It just goes up from here. So just know that you are the key person to your success. So always strive to do your best. Again, to our athletic department for the district, good job on your state championships or runner-ups. And also, please don't forget about the summer lunches. Try and get to the schools if you can. It's available to you. And I just want to give a shout out to my niece, Mackenzie Sanders. Job well done.
Thank you, Ms. Govan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I can add any more to all of that, except, you know, we've got a lot to be proud of in Bamberg County School District. Those are some of the best graduation ceremonies. I've been through a lot of graduation ceremonies. I mean, 37, 38 of them. And those are some of the best organized. The students were well behaved. Just everything was very impressive, from the JROTC to the band.
Yep.
The band in Bamberg
Was awesome.
That little small band, and man, they sounded great. And I mean, it's just, we got a lot to be proud of. You know, we've got 2 state championships, had back-to-back state championships with the track team. And it looks like our academic progress is looking promising according to our iReady scores. So we've got a lot to be proud of, and you know, people love to criticize, but you know, you need to come down here and actually look and see what's going on before you're too critical of the school district. Having said that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. We have a motion by Ms. Eccles and a second by Ms. Bamberg. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank y'all so much, ladies.